Hey everyone, it's Dave from Digital Foundry here, and today I'm taking a look at Dead Island Definitive Edition on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with a specific focus on performance. So this is a pretty interesting release. On the one hand, we've got a full remaster of the original game, which has actually been converted by Techland and rebuilt using the same engine that powered Dying Light. So there's some pretty major changes on offer here. There's new lighting, new effects work, and of course we're looking at native 1080p resolution on both consoles. However, the change in technology does have repercussions on frame rate. The original Dead Island was ridiculously easy to run. An old PC with a Core i5 750 processor and a GTX 460 graphics card that can run the original game at 1080p up to 120 frames per second. That's pretty impressive stuff, and both PS4 and Xbox One are more than powerful enough to do the same. However, that's the old engine. With the Dying Light technology here, the demands on the hardware are a lot higher, and as a result we're actually looking at a 30 FPS cap across both consoles. So here we've got PlayStation 4 and Xbox One up against the Xbox 360 game, which was the most stable performer in terms of the last gen machines. So that's the version to beat here. And how well does PlayStation 4 and Xbox One get on? Well, it's kind of a mixed bag, to be honest. We are actually looking at a solid 30 frames per second for extended periods, but there are interruptions on performance on both platforms. The biggest disappointment comes with Xbox One here, where there are sections which suffer from mild frame rate drops and some noticeable screen tearing. This means that we do get some judder on the screen that distracts from gameplay. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's quite annoying when it does appear. On the other hand, PlayStation 4 has a somewhat different issue. Frame rates are generally more stable, but the game doesn't always maintain its 30 FPS cap solidly. We see occasional spikes to 16 milliseconds on screen. To be honest, this isn't really an issue, but there are some times when frame rates momentarily spike up to 40 FPS for a few seconds and then back down again to 30. These seem to be isolated incidents overall, so it's not really a deal breaker, but at the same time it's kind of disappointing that we're not seeing Dead Island achieve a locked 30 FPS on current generation systems. That said, we are looking at a noticeable graphical upgrade, and it's not exactly the same graphical presentation as we saw a couple of years ago. So overall performance isn't too bad then. Of course, running at 30 frames per second means we don't get the same level of controller response as we would when running at 60, but for now it's a decent enough showing for Dead Island on current generation machines. Performance is a lot better than on Xbox 360 and PS3, and as a result the game is more enjoyable to play. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for today. We'll be taking a closer look at Dead Island in another video. But for now, don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed the analysis, and of course remember to subscribe if you'd like to help out Digital Foundry. This has been Dave, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.